synthetic spermaceti wax. Hello, darlings. All right, so last week was the great mending pile takedown of 2025. Look at, I have my beautiful space back. Very excited about that. We are going to be doing a little vintage craft roulette because I had so much fun doing it before. Hello, friend. I had so much fun doing it before, and I thought it'd be great to do again. And I had recently picked up the Family Creative Workshop book from Scrap here in San Francisco, which is a creative reuse thrift shop. Highly recommend to check out, see if you've got one in your area. It is genuinely one of my favorite places. It is just a giant thrift store full of arts and crafts goodness. Huh, buddy? Ours is a big, crazy jumble of a warehouse, but some of them are very, very boutique-y. It just depends on what the kind is that you have, huh? So we are going to look in this book that I got. I'm going to do much like the same that I did last time. I'm just going to flip through to a random page. I have realized, though, with doing the Vintage Craft Roulette, hi, buddy. Of course, this is where he wants loves. I've noticed with the Vintage Craft Roulette, I've done it twice now, I 9 times out of 10 don't have remotely the supplies that I need. So not just 9 times out of 10. Well, maybe, because last time I had to flip through multiple times to find something I did have kind of the supplies for, and I still had to go out and get stuff. So anyways, I'm going to flip through, see what it is. Hopefully it's something I already have supplies for, and if not, that they're easily acquired. The only rule I've given myself is that I have to do the first thing if it's feasible. If it's not feasible in that, I'm not going to go buy a loom, or some big outlay of money, then I'm just going to do it. Okay, so dog walker just came to pick up our little helper, so I'm going to stop my babbling and say, okay, whatever I pull up here is what we're going to do. All right, give it a whirl. I'm not looking. What is this? Okay. Okay, this is making your own makeup. I suppose that's really creative. I've never really thought about making my own makeup. We've got, first of all, making your own makeup. Cold creams, vanishing cream, astringent, powder and shadow. Okay, I am super into this. I'm gonna have to look and see if I have the ingredients to make these things. Okay, I do not have the ingredients to make a cold cream. I don't even know what half these ingredients are for the vanishing cream. Very chemistry class coded. I have some of them. Astringent. All right, borax, distilled water, vodka, rose water. Okay, I have all of these things. I have borax because I use it for vintage laundry. Powder and shadow, talc, zinc oxide, zinc I don't have any of that. Chalk, precipitated chalk. Basic eyeshadow, lanolin, Vaseline, synthetic spermaceti wax, pigment, zinc oxide. Yeah, I don't know about that, but the astringent, we can make this. Okay, we are back. It is several days later because life, and then I went on a little getaway. There was wine country, a pool, some fabulous antique shopping. I got these earrings. There is no footage because I actually really just wanted to check out and enjoy, and I actually took little helper dog with me, and it's hard to have, camera, dog, all the things. So had a great time. So glad I'm back. You can tell I got a little sun, but I'm excited because I got that sun to make our rose water astringent face moisturizer thing today. But I don't remember what we're supposed to do because, again, it was several days ago. So we're gonna look, and then we're gonna step into the kitchen and we're gonna see what this takes. The book just now started to fall apart. Sad. Okay. It says fragrances and distillations. It's an astringent, skin freshener. I'm excited for this. All right, so I need borax, distilled water, vodka, and rose water. Again, I have all of those things. It says I need a beaker. I wonder if I could just use a Pyrex glass and add boiling water to it and let it do the same thing. Because I think all we're trying to do is melt the borax because it has a bit of a sandy detergent texture. I I do use it for my laundry, which is why I have it. So I think that that's all we need to do. And then add everything else after that is cool. Okay, so this is definitely a kitchen experiment. Okay, so I'll meet you in the kitchen. Okay, I know the lighting isn't great in here, but it's a vintage kitchen with vintage lighting, and there's nowhere for me to be on this side of the kitchen where I'm not a bit backlit. So we're just gonna have to deal, and that's okay. I have to go get the borax. So it's just 3 tablespoons of water to 1/4 teaspoon borax. So we're working a very small amount. So set the kettle. Watch that for me. So as I went downstairs to get the borax, I realized I actually already have distilled water and borax all melted, ready to go to put in the laundry down there. But I don't think, I'm pretty sure the measurements are not the same as this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make this as requested. So we've got our distilled water all hot, ready to go. 1/4 teaspoon of borax, just like such a small amount. You've never used borax before. It does laundry, bathroom, around the house. It's pretty great. It's definitely an all-purpose cleaner that has sort of gone out of fashion, and I don't really know why. I don't know. I use it for everything. All right. 1/4 teaspoon borax, 3 tablespoons distilled water. That's hot. Remember, we're supposed to be putting this in a beaker on top of the stove, but that's not gonna happen because I don't have a beaker. And B, I don't really think it's actually necessary. I think they're trying to make it a little bit more chemistry class to make it more fun. Yeah, I think we're gonna be just fine. 3. All right, and stir until the liquid's clear and all the borax has been dissolved. Not quite clear, but it's getting there. All right. We're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get everything else together while I do that. So now we need 2 teaspoons vodka, easy enough. In our house we have vodka in a decanter that says Truth Serum. It's cute. Oh, rose water. This is literally just in my fridge because A, I use it for cooking because I love the taste of floral foods. But also, and this is why making this is so exciting, I actually use a glycerin and rose water sort of astringent on my face almost daily. And I'm actually just now out of it. So this is perfect timing. So I'm gonna go get that bottle spritzer thing while I'm here. So this is a little bottle. It is rose water and glycerin hydrating facial mist. I went through this ages ago, and since then I've just been refilling it by making my own, just with pure glycerin from the health food store, some rose water, and distilled water. So it's really similar to this recipe. This one has borax and vodka. I'm sure it's fine. I'm not mad about it. But I do have this, and it's empty, and it's waiting to be filled. So I'm actually really glad we're making this today. It's been just under 10 minutes, and we're clear. We're not 100% cool, but it's been about 10 minutes. So I think we're okay. In case you can't tell, I'm not a super scientific, precise person. I'm sort of a let's throw it at the wall, see what sticks kind of gal. It's just how I roll. It's my operating system. So now we just add the vodka and the rose water. So vodka, 2 teaspoons. And 3 tablespoons rose water. Okay, so everything is in here. We're good to go. Mixing that together. Do not make any substitutions for any of the ingredients specified. This makes about 1/2 cup. This made 1/4 cup. That makes no sense. I mean, I don't know how 3 tablespoons of water, 3 tablespoons of this water, plus 2 1/4 teaspoons of anything is gonna make 1/2 cup. This is what is worrying me about this book a little bit, but this is our mixture. It smells like rose water, okay.
I don't know why, it was weirding me out, so I doubled the recipe. So I made half a cup. I've got a 1/4 cup left. My little container only holds 1/4 cup, so I could have just stuck with the 1/4 cup, but that's okay. I do like to use this stuff as a setting spray, so it smells like rose water. It smells exactly like my normal mixture. We'll see how it goes. See if I feel more astringently moisturized. Thanks for joining me for another Vintage Craft Roulette. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you make some. It's really easy. It smells lovely. Feels nice. Until next time, stay creative, stay crafty, stay hydrated, and I'll see you then.